Ain't nobody better than anybody, man.
This is why I was putting so much emphasis on the media tour. I've been covering for the past 2 weeks, and I told you guys, when it popped, it's gonna pop. New information has just flooded across the internet. We have a lot to talk about in this video. There's a lot of stuff that's happening currently, that has happened, and that will happen. Of course, with all of this information flooded onto the internet, Tekken 8 is trending. Right under that though, RIP E3. It has been confirmed that E3 is basically done for. Jeff Keighley clapped those cheeks and it was never able to recover. It's done for. Now, on the topic of Heihachi, I want to circle back to a news article that appeared in June. This news article was basically Harada and Michael Murray talking about how Heihachi's basically dead. He cannot be revived. He wasn't able to convert the devil gene and become immortal. You know, that was one of his grand schemes. At the time when this was first published, everyone was like, Harada's just joking. Heihachi always survives. It was just mad at copium everywhere. But now that we know he truly has a successor, you guys don't like the word replacement, but basically his daughter Reina is here and here to stay. I just wanted to take a look back at this because this was Harada giving us clear indications of where Tekken 8 was heading before he even made the announcements or things leaked or anything. It's just interesting looking back on that, but let's skip ahead to the next topic. Following up once again on Virtual Fighter, this is the last time we'll hear about it probably in a long time, but there was a news article. Thank you to the person who showed me this. I really appreciate that. But you have a tweet here. They're basically interviewing the CEO of Sega America. In an interview that's behind a paywall, if you scroll past all the stuff about the other games, yada yada yada, you get to the part about Virtual Fighter. It says Sega also promises to revive even more legacy properties. Fighting game fans have been wondering why the first 3D fighter series Virtual Fighter is so dormant. Utsami said the company is aware of the game's niche status. We are evaluating right now. It's something we're working on. But I think that's good. You know, that's something for us to look forward to. Tekken 8 now. Project L is in Virtual Fighter. And then who knows, maybe another Smash, lol. Okay, but moving on to Tekken 8. I was so surprised to this, and I believe some of you guys called it as well. I thought they would do an open beta because it's very good in terms of marketing, but they went the other route, the Street Fighter route, and they announced a demo. You only get access to 4 characters. Paul Phoenix, Nina is in Jin, and Kazuya. Man, these guys are going to get such a massive head start. It's alright, Kazuya mains suck anyways, they need the head start. Okay, the details specifically about this beyond just the 4 characters. It says this demo provides an opportunity for individuals who have never played the Tekken series to experience the world of Tekken 8. Included in the demo are story modes such as Story and Arcade Quests, as well as battles like Super Ghost Battle and Versus. So you basically get a little sample, a little splice of everything that Tekken 8 has to offer. And this is exactly what I was saying that the beta should be. But I'm glad to see that it's a demo because a demo is something that you could keep for a very long time. Here they give you another look at what's available. The Dark Awakens Chapter 1. This is also that 10-15 minute video that a lot of you may already seen. This demo is available on December 14th for PlayStation and 21st for Xbox and Steam. You can also see here some tweets from the developers talking about how people wanted another chance to play the game. I didn't get access to this beta, to this test, to that. So they're basically keeping you guys in mind as well. Love to see it. So here's a news article from Xbox Wire. The tweet says Tekken 8 is going all in on story mode to the point where it quietly includes a whole second story for you to get a grips with. Now, in this news article here, I was looking to see what they're hinting at, but the only section here it says, but Tekken 8 has a secret. It effectively contains 2 story modes this time. I don't know if they're referring to the story mode and Arcade Quest, or if they're talking about something else that we haven't seen yet. This was very elusive, and they were basically like teasing something that it seems like we haven't seen, because if it is Arcade Quest, I feel like they would have just came out and said it. Why are you saying Arcade Quest as if it's this mysterious thing? We know what that is. So I don't know what that is. Let me know if you guys either seen some video or you know what this is or have a clue. Comment down below. Another thing that the developers also did, they gave us another look at the gold outfits. I believe this is all of them. It's a 50-second video entirely, but there's a couple characters who's missing. No bears, no Yoshi. Those are the ones that I was able to identify very rapidly. I also think there's no Alyssa in here, but I wonder, will they not be in here? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know for sure Yoshimitsu does not have a gold outfit in Tekken 7, and maybe not every character will. I think that's kind of strange, because if you want people to pre-order the game, especially the Ultimate Edition I think this is, you should probably put every character in there so every player is incentivized on getting it. Regardless, also on the topic of Yoshi, I don't know if the weekly trailers is still highly sought after. Like, you watch so much gameplay, so many full matches, and it's like a trailer. It's like, you know, it's kind of going backwards. But regardless, here's a comment from someone saying, bro, give us a Yoshi trailer already. Bandai Namco EU says soon. Now this is before the massive content dump happened, but some players are still interested in these trailers. On the Bandai Namco EU's website, you have this very interesting assortment of characters. The top half, the first 15, they follow exactly the order that the weekly trailers were displayed in. From Nina all the way to Brian Fury, this is the order we were given the trailers. It gets a little bit weird when you reach the second half and you run into Fang. You see that Yoshimitsu is next to Fang, which means they would have skipped Yoshimitsu, but then when you look at Leo and Steve, these two characters are flip-flopped, they're switched. It should go Leo, Steve Fox, then Dragunov. Is this something that we should base our expectations off of? I don't know. At the time of this video, there should be a trailer up, and whether or not that's Kuma or Yoshimitsu should be a big indicator on whether or not to put faith into this. So let's move on. The next thing that I want to talk about is the stages. I know we're focused on the characters and the gameplay, but the stages, bro. First off, Tekken 8 will not feature, at least on the base roster, no infinite stages. I know Moonlight Wilderness is highly requested, so if that stage does make a return, will they add walls to it, or will it be a infinite? DLC is still a question mark, but the base roster, not one is an infinite. But that does not mean that they're sleeping on the type of stages, the variety that we'll be experiencing. Just quickly going through all 16 stages so you can see the full extent of them. You have the arena stage, which is just a normal octagon. You have underground arena, which is a hexagon as well, but 4 sides are yellow, meaning that you can blow up the wall and launch your opponent in the air. Urban Square and Urban Square Evening are both squares. Yakushima is a very large stage, kind of like a rectangle. Coliseum's a circle, one of the few circles in the whole entire game. Rebel Hangar's a balcony break, we know about that. Fallen Destiny, we thought this was an infinite stage, but no, it's a rectangle. Descent into Subconscious. This is a very fascinating stage. The top part is a floor break. You go down into the Tekken 6 throne room, but then there's a hard floor break, and then you go down into the sand environment. Now, so far I have not seen any gameplay that shows this floor break, so I do not know what it looks like, but all 3 of these stages are connected. Truly fascinating the direction that Tekken 8 is going, and I wonder which character will have the biggest advantage on this stage. In Tekken 7, King had natural extensions with his grabs. Who will that title be given to in Tekken 8? Maybe it will be King again. Sanctum stage, we already saw this, 2 levels. Both have wall breaks. Into the Stratosphere. This is super interesting as well. You kind of have like a rectangle shape, the floor blasts, and it turns into a even bigger stage that's a hexagon. It reminds me of that poster we've seen in the New York City stage. Love on the Moon, I believe it said. And then of course you have Ortiz Farms, also 3 layers, balcony break, then floor break, and then explosive walls all around. You have the Paris stage, which is basically a square. You have Reina's stage, which is very interesting. It's very similar to the Geese Howard stage, except you start off in the center, and there's 3 wall breaks on either side. And then another interesting stage as well is Lee's Palace. Balcony break, hard wall break, and then the last stage is Midnight Siege, where it looks like the whole entire wall can explode and reveal itself. So that's just a glimpse at how dynamic each and every stage is, even though there isn't an infinite stage in there. 2 more things to talk about, and these are things that's coming up very soon. First off, this is related to the demo, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Join us for an exclusive Tekken 8 special world premiere hosted by WWE superstar Xavier Woods. For those of you who remember, this is the person who did the Brian Fury King cosplay a couple of years ago. The final thing, and this is kind of very far in advance, but this comes from a news article that was Japanese and I translated it to English. It says, we're also planning the 30th anniversary event of Tekken. Looking forward to collaborations with fields other than Tekken. In addition, when asked about content of events on the 30th anniversary of Tekken, he talked about hints that he is considering the use of Tekken IP outside the game while avoiding to say anything about the specific content. For example, in the competition scene, the company is also focusing on holding regular competition of the Tekken series, but I would like to focus on other fields such as music and illustrations, where the company has not held it very tightly so far. The translation kind of butchers it, but I really just want to highlight this because the 30th anniversary is still coming up. You have the mention of collaborations, them talking about Tekken IP showing up beyond the game itself. This could mean many things, and it's way too early to even speculate. We have so much stuff to talk about now and focus on now, but just know in the future a lot of stuff will be happening as well. And also note the Tekken World Tour Finals, bro. They always announce stuff there. My prediction is that the DLC will be announced there. I'm holding true to that. But then also, for those of you who know about what leaked, that has yet to be publicly revealed.